The Blitz promo is about to drop in Madden 24, and in today's video, I want to ensure you know the best players to target with the new program. Now, Social family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. Hope you watching this are having a wonderful start to your day. I hope you're having a great Wednesday, and without further ado, let's get into it. Now, a quick overview on the way the Blitz program works. There's essentially going to be limited time offers and players that are going to be dropping in the store. And these players or offers are going to be finishing fast in the store, something I've been told about myself before. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, so you got to be on the ball. You got to know what players are coming in the game and know who to target. And in today's video, what I'm going to do is talk about the best players to target and who you should kind of be looking to pick up, because if you wait until these cards come into the game, it's kind of too late. You got to know beforehand. Oh yeah, and also really quickly, we've already got some Blitz stuff in the store right now, like this Blitz pack, which is going to give you Blitz bolts. Those Blitz bolts are basically what you're going to be using to pick up players. Most of the stuff in Blitz is point based when it comes to offers, but in terms of buying players, that's something we can do as no money spent, guys. So that's kind of what I'm going to focus on. Okay, let's get started by taking a look at the hub for this program, which is the Blitz calendar right here, fellas. Now, as you can see, this is kind of confusing. Let me explain it to you. Basically, the way this works is these champion cards right here are available from Thursday to Monday within the Blitz store. So here, there's the days at the top right here, and then there's the players in the rows below that. So like Warwick Dunn, this champion card, would be available from 6 p.m. Eastern time all the way to the end of the day on Monday. But a card like Tank Dell is only available from 6 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday to 6 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, because that's the cutoff right here. So basically, if you want a card and there's a player that I talk about in this video, you can kind of refer back to this chart to see when they're available. So like Zay Flowers, for example, is available from 6 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday to 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday, so only a day. And it is important to kind of know that, because when you plan out what players you're going to get, you're probably going to want to buy them within the time period that they're in the store. That's when they're going to be the cheapest on the auction block, and that's when you can use Blitz bolts to get them. Okay, now before we get started and talk about my rankings for these masters and then go over some of the other players that I think you should be looking to pick up, let me quickly talk about Underdog Fantasy. If you didn't know, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Football, family, food, it'll be a good day. And of course, there's football on all day tomorrow. You better believe I'm going to have the TV on all day. You better believe I'm going to be making some picks over on Underdog Fantasy. If you don't know what Underdog Fantasy is, I'm wearing their t-shirt right now. They're basically a place where you make higher or lower player picks, like these picks on the screen. You're clicking the higher or you're clicking the lower for certain stats for players. And there are so many offers you can take advantage of over on Underdog right now. Let me talk about them. Number one, if you use the promo code, which is code SWIFT when you're signing up, you're going to get a Christian McCaffrey 0.5 yards line for the night game tomorrow. So that's free money. That's a guaranteed pick. If he gets a yard, you'll win cash. Number two, Underdog Fantasy is giving away $300,000 tomorrow, $100,000 to a random person on every single game. So if you use my code, which is code SWIFT, and you make a pick, you've got a chance to win $100,000, $200,000, or even $300,000 if you won them on every game. And number three, I hit up my boss over on Underdog, and I was like, that can't be it. There's got to be more specials, and he let me know that there are most certainly going to be some more free picks and boosted picks available to people who use code SWIFT throughout the day tomorrow. They're going to be posting them up, so that could mean maybe like you get double odds on a certain player, or maybe another player's line will be discounted from say 4 receptions for a guy like DK Metcalf down to 2. I think those would hit. So if you want access to all that good stuff, there is no better time to check out Underdog Fantasy. I will leave it linked down below in the description. So much going on over there tomorrow. Use the code SWIFT as you are signing up to get access to all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, let's rank these champions. There are 6 options: Javon Curse, Anthony Richardson, Brian Branch, Christian Gonzalez, Warwick Dunn, as well as Luke Musgrave. Now coming in at the 6th spot right here, I got Luke Musgrave. This card is good, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of good players in this program though, but he's just not spectacular. And there's actually a player I'm going to show you guys in a second who I think actually might be just as good as this card, but it's a lower overall in the promo. He's got 92 speed, which is awesome, but is he the number 1 tight end in Madden? I mean, there's cards that are similar to him. I don't know if he's wholeheartedly the number 1 player. You guys will see with a lot of these cards I'm going to show you in this video though, they're the number 1 card at their position by a mile. So Luke for me is slotting in at the number 6 spot. At the number 5 spot, we got Warwick Dunn right here. 93 speed, 93 excel. You're probably thinking, damn, Swift, 93 speed and you got him at the 5 spot. You're doing him dirty. But Warwick Dunn is 5'9". He's shorter than Xerxes, dog. We can't have someone shorter than Xerxes out here running around on our football field. And I will say as well, I feel like for me personally, and a lot of people watching this video, you mainly use your running back close to the goal line, within the 10-yard line, within the 5-yard line. And Warwick Dunn is short and he's not really that good at trucking. Also not great when it comes to catching. So he's kind of ruining a couple important aspects to a running back for me. Like catching and goal line back prowess are very important. And I feel like Warwick Dunn isn't amazing at those things. He's at the 5 spot. To buy Madden 24 coins for the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use promo code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Now here's where it gets difficult, because I'm not gonna lie, these 4 cards, you can kinda debate that all of them is the best player. For me personally though, at the 4 spot, I'm gonna put Javon Curse, but like all these cards are so good. Javon comes in at number 4, 92 speed, 92 excel is insane for like a left end. Are you joking me? 94 block shed, 92 finesse move. This card is absolutely cracked. I'm a huge fan of him. I'm putting him at number 4. I still would recommend him. I wouldn't really recommend those 2 players I showed you first, Luke and Warwick Dunn, but these 4 cards, if you can get all of them or like 2 of them or even 1 of them, I think you're in a good spot. Javon Curse though, he's at the 4 spot. Now at the number 3 spot, we got a really good player, 93 speed, 92 excel in this Brian Branch. This Brian Branch can literally do anything, right? 92 man coverage on a free safety and 90 zone. He's like a cornerback there, but he's also got 93 hit power and he's 6 foot. So the height is really the only thing that leaves a little bit to be desired. I don't know that I would use this card, but I think this card is like perfect to either play as a deep zone player or to have in like a curl flat zone. If you got him in a curl flat zone and sometimes you have him blitzing, sometimes you have him playing zone, sometimes you have him playing man, this card is literally perfect for that because he's so versatile. He can do anything. He's going to be faster than every single player on the field, and he's got great stats for whatever you want him to do. Play run D, he can do anything. This card's sick. Now at the number 2 spot, we got Christian Gonzalez. This card is awesome as well. I believe he's 6'1" or 6'2". His other card, the Hispanic Heritage Month card, played quite well for me. This card's got 93 speed, so the fastest player in Madden. The man is awesome. The press is awesome. The zone leaves a little bit to be desired. He's not a great zone corner. Honestly, was considering maybe knocking him down to the 3 spot or even maybe the 4 spot because of that, because like the cards I showed you before this are awesome as well. But I'm going to put him at number 2. I think that's a fair place for him, and I think most people would probably agree with that. Now at the number 1 spot, it's got to be Anthony Richardson. When the best quarterback comes out in Madden, he is the best player in the promo just because the quarterback is the most important position on your field. This guy's got 91 speed, 93 throw power, and he also gets set feet lead. If you didn't know, that's a very overpowered ability. A lot of people like to use that on their quarterback. So this is the first quarterback in Madden who's like top end speed and set feet lead. Michael Vick doesn't even get that. This card's better than Michael Vick. So this card right here has got to be number 1, but there are some really good options in this promo. I would probably steer clear of the first 2 cards I showed you, but you can look to pick up any of the 4 players I just talked about. I think they're all really good for me. I'm going to be probably targeting Brian Branch as well as Christian Gonzalez. I think those are my 2 that I'm going to go for, but I don't know. Anthony Richardson, the only reason why I'm passing up on him is because I prefer Hot Route Master personally for my offense, but we'll see what we go with. Now, otherwise, a couple other really interesting players to target right here. Dalton Kincaid. I think this card is just as good as Luke Musgrave, right? Like he's 1 speed slower, but otherwise, I think the stats are just as good, if not better for everything. Catching traffic, spec catch, all 90 plus. Short route running 92, medium 89, run blocking 85. Like, bro, that's really good. Even though I don't think run blocking matters that much on tight ends, I mean, this guy's got a high run blocking stat, and he's a 91 overall. I think this card right here is actually one of my favorite players. And again, this isn't a 92, so you're gonna have to look back to that schedule I showed you guys before to see when this player comes out. If we're taking a look at Dalton Kincaid, he'd be available on Saturday. Then next up, Tank Dell. Tank Dell, not super tall, but the speed is there. 92 speed, making him one of the fastest players in this game. Good route running stats. I think he's under 6 foot though, which is a little bit unfortunate, but like a good card nonetheless. And then Ivan Pace right here, such an interesting player. 92 speed, 93 hit power. You're thinking to yourself, damn, this could be an insane user, right? Like the speed, the hit power, those are kind of what you're looking for a user. The block shed, but he's only 5'11". If he gets Lurk Artist, I think this card will be interesting. He's only a 90 overall, so he's not going to sell for a ton of coins. This is a very interesting one, and this one right here is going to be available. Let's take a look. I don't see him. Okay, he's available on Saturday again at 6 p.m. Eastern time till Monday. And until next time, boys, have a wonderful day. Love you guys. Check out Underdog Fantasy, man. There is so much going on tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss it. My picks will get posted on Twitter and on the YouTube community tab. I'll probably drop my YouTube community tab ones tonight for the game tomorrow morning, and then we'll just keep on dropping picks and posting specials. I think there's going to be a ton of stuff coming, a ton of like flash specials. So be sure you guys are signed up tonight with the promo code SWIFT. And until next time, boys, I'm out. Have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Peace.